Hi, welcome to this week's sim racing news roundup, and we've got an awful lot to cover this week, so strap yourselves in. We start off with RFactor 2, and we've got a new car for RFactor 2. This is a freebie. It's the Bmw M4 Class One 2021, which had basically been built in development between Studio 397 and BMW themselves, and is effectively a race car that never saw the light of day because the series it was involved in was cancelled, and has been brought to light in RFactor 2, and it's a doozy. It really is. It's quite mental, so it's a freebie. If you got RFactor 2, it's a bit of a no-brainer. We've then got a new track for RFactor 2 as well, which is Monza. So Monza has been recreated, and this is a 2021 laser scan version of the track. So it is up to date. It's just under £8 on the RFactor store on Steam. So it's not the cheapest track in the world, but it is a nice track to have. Personally, I've always quite enjoyed Monza, even if the first corner shenanigans do tend to get a bit over the top online. What we've then also got is the latest roadmap for RFactor 2, so what's coming in the near future. And the main one for this is we're going to be getting another new car, which is the new Formula Pro car. So this is RFactor's take on what a future open wheel formula type car could be like. So we're looking over 800 bhp here, delivered through the back wheels of a car weighing a shade under 700 kilos. It will have a halo system fitted to it, and is supposed to be going to be a challenge to drive and get the most out of it. So it'll be interesting to see what comes along with that. There's a load more news about what's going to be coming in RFactor as well, so RFactor 2. So as always, I'll leave a link to all of this down below. You can go and take a look at what's coming in RFactor 2 over the new over the coming months. We've then had another update for Automobilista 2. So in this one, we're seeing Silverstone getting the new seasonal foliage treatment. So quite a nice addition once again. So we've been seeing this the last few updates. They seem to have been putting them out, about average of one a week so far, where we've got a new seasonal foliage update coming alongside a few other little bits and pieces that are needing tweaking on it. Also on the update front, RaceRoom has been given another update after the main biggie that came recently, rewriting all of the force feedback. Nothing major in here, being perfectly honest. It's a small hotfix and a few other bits and pieces, but nothing major. So again, link down below if you want to see exactly what's covered in that. So it is an interesting one. We've then got Assetto Corsa has got another one of their sneaky updates, and this is just bringing some new skins to the Ferrari 488 GT3 in line with the upcoming esports series. So we've seen this happen quite a few times over the last few years, where the esports series has effectively given us some new skins for Assetto Corsa. Nothing beyond that, however. On top of that, we've also got F1 2021 and some new news on that. Well, yeah, okay, I suppose it is new news. It's a closer look at the stars of F1 2021's Breaking Point. So this new story mode basically introduces a cast of characters for that. I've got to be saying, this is concerning me slightly that we've had nothing on the actual gameplay or the physics and the handling of F1 2021 so far. All we've really got is a lot of stuff around the new story and the story mode around Breaking Point. They've still got a bit of time. a little over 2 weeks before it comes out, so hopefully we'll start to see something a bit more concrete about the areas that personally interest me, and I suspect most of the people watching this video. But right now, no, you can go and grab some more info about the Breaking Point story. We've then got Assetto Corsa Competizione, and this has got a hotfix, a load of patches and tweaks and a few bits and pieces, but the main bit here is that it brings all of the liveries for the 2021 season to Assetto Corsa Competizione, as well as a bonus livery for the BMW Sim Time Attack series and a bonus livery for the Logitech McLaren G Challenge. So yeah, it's mainly, in all honesty, just changes around the liveries. We then have BeamNG's 2021 summer release, and this is a major update, quite significant in all honesty. So the grid map has been massively overhauled with a V2 version, which makes a huge number of changes to it. The Pigeon has been remastered, so everybody's favourite little fall-over car is getting a complete remap, and plenty of additions adding to it, such as a four-wheel drive, four wheels. Needed that to start off with, four-wheel plus model, and a new engine option in there as well, a load of new configurations, new customization parts, and more. There's also now joining it the Ibishu Widgeon, so we have the Pigeon and the Widgeon, I don't know, which is a sports version of everybody's favourite lunatic three-wheel drive pickup. And this again is available in a variety of different versions. It's effectively a Bond bug, three-wheeled Bond bug, but there's also a four-wheel drive version of it, new engine options, configurations, etc, etc. There's also been a massive update to the PBR materials and a graphic update right the way across the board with BeamNG. Now, I must confess, I haven't tried this yet because the update only landed on Thursday of this week. BeamNG's always been a very demanding title, so it's going to be interesting to see whether they put much optimization in with this, or whether it's just now made BeamNG even trickier to run and run effectively. And there's a few other fixes, improvements and other bits and pieces, so again I'll leave links to that down below, because there's an awful lot to take on board in terms of what's changed with BeamNG there. And then finally, wrapping things up, Wreckfest has a major update as well. So this one is primarily again around making Wreckfest look even better. So we've got enhanced lighting and visual effects. Just to give a list, PC players now get to enjoy the definitive Wreckfest experience with visual enhancements such as next-gen bloom and screen space sunshafts, parallax occlusion mapped skid mark decals, improved ambient lighting with spherical harmonic probes and more detailed shadows, not to mention dynamic dirt on vehicles and higher density foliage. I've no idea what most of that means, if I'm going to be completely honest. And again, I've not had a chance to have a go at this new update, but it'd be interesting, because I've always thought that Wreckfest looked pretty good on PC, particularly coming from PS4 and even the PS4 Pro. So a major update to the visuals on it I'm looking forward to having a go with. So that's the roundup of the news. In terms of what you've been watching, this was one that it was actually put out by the MNBA modding team back in January, but I only came across it earlier this week, and that is the Mercedes-AMG GT Black series. Now this is a version 9.0, version 0.90, and it doesn't have any LEDs, and it's big. It's using a lot of polys in this, so it's a fairly hefty one to run, being perfectly honest, particularly if you can have more than one of them on track. So quite a challenging one, but boy does it look good, and it drives pretty good as well. So it is a nice car in that regard, damn good looking car, and a good fun one to drive. And for a location to take it around, I'm back in all honesty with RMI Woods Creations, which is Circuit Thermalito, which is a fictional racetrack based in the real-life location of Thermalito, California. It's based around a hydroelectric dam. It's just a shade over 5 kilometers in length, goes around the water's edge, and has a couple of tunnels inside the dam, and good elevation changes and challenging corners as well. Quite a good fun one to race, so it's a nice one this. So again, links to those down below, and that's it for this week's news and a couple of mods to play around with. Hopefully you found this useful. If you have, please do hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new content gets uploaded. Thanks very much. Take care everyone. Bye.